up, homies? Welcome back to another comic book review, reading the Invincible universe and all of its tie-ins. Heroes Reforged. We're back. It's been a minute. Augustine's got the Invincible shirt on today, representing. Augustine, show that bad boy off.
All
Love
day,
it.
boys, all
Love
day.
it.
Favorite, best
So-
comic book in the universe.
We're talking about Guarding the Globe, Volume 1, Under Siege today. That's what we're talking about here. Bam. This is the comic. Physical have it. And let's get into it, guys. I read it a month ago, so I'm going to need some refresher. So the main thing is I gave it not a great review. I gave it an okay review. I think the book is okay. I remember it not being super. I remember it not being memorable. And it does lose a little bit of what we've talked about, what makes Invincible so great. And I can't remember my main criticism, but I think this one might be a little bit of overstuffed with characters. I want to spend time with some characters instead of, hopping around and that kind of thing. So anyway, you guys read it a little more recently. What was your take? What's your overall thoughts? Adam, you've never read Guarding the Globe. Neither have any of the three of us. What's your takeaway? Go.
There's some things that I like. There's some things I didn't like. I agree. I think that's like you basically have Cecil assembling new Guardians of the Globe because we've lost so many. Robot and Monster Girl go into the Flaxen planet. They disappear. So now Cecil's kind of stuck trying to recruit new people to help guard the globe. And he literally wants to be Guardians of the Globe, not Guardians of the United States of America, which justified. I totally understand that. And on the same time, you have the Order assembling, and we're basically kind of collecting not all, but a lot of the villains that we've seen in other books and, Invincible and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of weird because it picks up right before Mark goes into space with to try to rescue his father. So you have this like abrupt scene where they're fighting the Flaxens, then Mark pieces out of there, and then the Flaxen War kind of ends, and then we jump into this storyline. And I personally felt like nothing really of value happens. Like we get to meet some really cool characters with cool power sets. We were just talking about Eternals and Makari, and there's literally a speedster from South Africa in this book. So it's cool that we get to be introduced to new characters, but I feel like despite Britt being a good lead and Samson being good leads in this book, and is it El Chupacabra has like
I think so.
has a subplot where he is this drunkard character who essentially leads to the demise of one of the heroes. I didn't really feel the impact, and I felt the impact between the characters when they were having their disagreements and arguing about who's going to be the leader and why certain characters will be the leaders. But I don't know how this like matters to the greater story of the Invincible world.
It's tough to do that with these side stories when it's like, but the Viltrumite and what the war and what they're doing in space is the most important shit that's happening in the Invincible universe. It is tough to make this stuff that important. Augustine, what was your take on it? And did you appreciate them making the Mexican guy the drunk failure?
Not in the slightest. I didn't appreciate that storyline whatsoever. I do think that if we go into volume 2, they're going to try to give him a redemptive arc, or something, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I think this is a testament to at least Team on Invincible, is that you can clearly tell when they're not writing the characters. Wait, who wrote the characters this time?
Let's find out. I'm going to tell you right now. We've got Robert Kirkman and Benito Sereno. So I'm not sure what that working relationship is. I don't know who wrote what, and I don't know, if it's like Robert Kirkman's overseeing it or if it's actually they're splitting up the duty. I don't know.
The thing that kind of took me out of it was the initial monologue by what's his face? Oh my god, I'm forgetting people's names now. Scarface guy, Cecil. Sorry. The initial monologue didn't sound like Cecil, didn't feel like Cecil, because it felt kind of like mad scientist-ish, where Cecil's like a curmudgeon-y, grumpy guy that doesn't show a lot of emotion most of the time. So that kind of knocked me out at the very beginning. And it didn't really recover after that. The characters were good. I mean, the storyline was very cut and paste comic book kind of stuff, where it's just like assemble the team, fight a monster. We got your goofy villain. We got your goofy, character. The Yeti was a cool character.
I did love this page right here. This great
Yeah, it's a
like
great
two-page
breakdown of all
spread
the
of like,
villains.
for sure.
yeah. So this
For
book
sure. That
has
was
that
great.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was great. And then they had, the sexy lady trope at the end who was
A
just
lot of
going
that.
around boning all the dudes. And I'm just like,
So
okay, is she really boning the dudes or is she like kidnapping the dudes?
So that actually is like one thing in this book that seemed very unclear to me was
Yeah.
I as I'm reading it, I'm thinking this feels almost too strange to just have this character going from male to male to male and just
Yeah.
sleeping with them. This has
Yeah.
to lead to something. We don't
Lead
find out
somewhere.
what it
Yeah.
is, and
Hmm.
I would if if we get to the next volume and literally it's like, oh, this character has slept with every male on the team, I'm like, what the fuck is the point
And
of
that's it.
this? This is
Yeah.
so
And there's no
Again,
strange.
point to
it's
it.
I
Right.
think this book is a little bit closer to Capes than it is to
Yeah.
Brit or even like
Yeah.
Astounding Wolfman. Like
Yeah.
I think it definitely
Absolutely.
has shades of Capes for better and for worse, sir.
Mhm.
With some of that, so there's a lot of cheesecake in this. There's a lot of like the female
Yeah.
villain that's like mostly nude except for like some
Yeah.
stuff barely covering. And I'm like,
Right.
you roll
Right.
your eyes. We're men in our 30s.
Yeah.
That stuff was cool when we were teenage boys and dumb, but it's just kind of like
Yeah.
you read it now and you're like, I'm embarrassed.
Right.
Oh boy, this
Yeah.
is
Right.
this
Right.
is.
So
Adam, what'd you make of this little moment right here?
Oh, that was really cool. Where at the end, the characters come back, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're
Yeah.
looking
Augustine,
good, robot."
you were saying your overall thoughts.
Yeah, overall thoughts. It was interesting to see where they thought the world was when Mark was gone.
Yeah,
But I feel like the main storyline is so visceral and so important and like so well put together that it's very difficult
Yeah.
to turn your head and look at what the smaller guys are doing,
Very
because I
good. Yeah.
just want to know what the hell
Yeah.
is going on with Mark. Just
All
need to know
right.
what the hell.
We'll wait no more, boys, because next up we're reading Invincible volume number 15. And it is called Get Smart. But the question is, will Mark get smart in this or will somebody else get smart? I don't know, but we're reading Invincible volume
Oh,
15,
man.
Get Smart, named after that classic TV show. And then I don't know what we're reading after that. We may go back to Guarding the Globe. We'll see. So it's gonna be good. Yeah, we've already got Tether Tyrant on the cover of this, so you know it's gonna be a good volume of Invincible.
So you know it's good.
You know it's gonna be good. Magnamaniac, yeah, it's gonna be good. Magmaniac, Magma. Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. Oh, wait a minute. I see somebody else on the cover. Dude, Augustine, you're gonna love this volume. Dude.
Who is it?
I can't tell you. It's a spoiler. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Adam, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Look at this, dude. Look who's right there. Whose eye is that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
baby.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
Adam, you can open your eyes. Volume 15, Get Smart, read it, and we'll be back in a week. That's a Heroes Reforged guarantee. Asterisk, we may not be back in a week. All right, we'll see you guys when we see you. Bye.